Hey guys, this is Jamie. So today I wanted to talk about a topic which is actually talked about outside of trans circles because I have been covering more trans stuff recently. But it is something that I find interesting, and I have noticed around in Portugal, also in my city, whenever I travel around. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure, as you can see by the title of this video, I'll be talking about the girls which are around age 10, 12, which go to Sephora and then they start grabbing all the testers and stuff. I do have to preface that um, in the cases that I've seen, it's not just entitled preteens, but I've seen in general an enormous amount of, I'd say, younger and older as well. So it's not that specific frame of age. I'd say it goes up to mid-teens as well. So yeah, they pretty much go in, try everything, and everything is open. And I've had situations where, like, not not Sephora or because I don't have a Sephora in my city, but I have other big Portuguese European makeup stores, and the sentiment is still the same. They sort of go in and they start mixing, or if it's a Sephora, I'll already see a mess by the drunk elephant stand, and it's always there. So yeah, so I wanted to talk that I think it's not a recent phenomenon. It's a phenomenon that has been happening for a while, and it made me think about a lot. Like when I was a kid, I didn't enjoy makeup. I thought it was, I don't know. I kind of saw it. I'm a trans guy. I enjoy makeup as of turning 18, maybe properly. And I did it in a form of showing my creativity, doing an homage to the gay men that opened my eyes, which were in theater. So to me, makeup is a very personal thing, and it's a very sort of flamboyant gay men thing rather more than anything. But anyway, so when I was growing up, it made me feel dysphoric and really weird. So only with time I kind of understood that, well, it's dysphoria. And I mean, each to their own. But it does have to be noted that, in my opinion, when we look at these things, it's always young girls. And there's also a different thing, which is the fact that they also target different anti-age stuff, like with drunk elephants and in general. And I'd like to say that apparently I don't look my age. I only started looking my age when my hair fell out. But I have been taking care of my skin, and that is something that I have been doing for a while. I don't feel like I take care of it too extreme, but I guess for an average guy, I guess I take care of it a lot. So yeah. So it's really weird to see this. And again, like, I grew up with acne. My partner also grew up with acne. So we both went through a lot of brands, and our mothers literally would use everything on our face just to make sure that we have less acne, which, is fine, I guess. But there wasn't this need to anti-age, and it's obviously a phenomenon on TikTok. Like, there's that girl which taught her muscles not to move in order not to smile, and obviously if you look at like 90s models, as problematic as they were, they were still like smiling, and right now you have like Victoria Beckham who doesn't smile, or like in general you have this sort of non-smiling models or the non-smiling faces, because smiling will bring wrinkles and it will ruin your botox or whatever fucking thinking there is. And that kind of irks me. Like, as much as I sometimes wonder, like, maybe I should fight my forehead wrinkles more, I still can't imagine sort of telling myself, you know what, I'm not gonna smile. And this thinking starts from the adults, and then it trickles down into the younger audience, the younger girls. So obviously, the reason they go to these Sephoras is because they're also targeted in this advertising in order to be more youthful as possible. Obviously, then we have to look at another argument, which is the fact that they feel like they need to do this hyper femininity, this performance. Like they need the deer plumping gloss. They need the drunk elephants, uh, everything to create a drunk elephant smoothie. They need the flower bomb perfume. They need everything, and like I really love makeup and taking care of my stuff, of my routine and everything. And I really want to say that it's not always the most expensive products that will help you. So, and you build a skincare routine over time, and you need to know that different brands, different items will help you to find your perfect routine. And obviously, you should be aware that if a cream is 50 plus, maybe you shouldn't be using it on a 10-year-old. Like, obviously, if you have like extra dry skin, like I remember when I was going on see, my skin was really dry, and I went for super strong moisturizers until my skin stopped being so dry. So, yeah. And when you go on TikTok, and not to say that I don't go on TikTok, but I mostly do it just for like memes and stuff. But there is a lot of sort of routines. There's the 7-step routines. Um, there's like, you need to put this. Obviously, the beauty brands themselves advertise like you need a serum, you need to strip, you need an oil, you need a balm to remove your makeup. And I'm not saying all these steps are unnecessary, but a lot of them you could do without. So all this marketing goes to that, and then it's left with a girl who feels like, okay, I need to get all of this that TikTok is telling me so that I'll look pretty. And then you have parents which don't give a shit. And right now, obviously, in this era where people are very scared of their child becoming trans somehow, or being gay, of course they're gonna funnel more money into making sure their girl is hyper feminine than more of a tomboy or something. So them seeing a girl spend like $500 in Sephora is more natural to them than I don't know, getting a console. I remember like when I was getting a console, it was a big deal. And obviously we try to fight these stereotypes and they try to go down, but people still really see gender in black and white, and specifically when it comes to their young children. So of course they're gonna drop that, and there's the fact that they don't teach these girls any manners. And they're like, yeah, whatever, you want this to be hyper feminine, sure, go for it. and they don't teach their daughters to understand that a no is a no when it comes to spending money. And obviously, we've all been kids, we've had situations where, well, we overspent our budget or we asked for more, and etc. I still feel guilty over that. I had one time. And yeah, it's quite, it's a loaded question actually, because people prefer to sort of keep their children in this vacuum and this idea that they will continue as if I mean, they feel like, some parents feel like the children are their continuity. And I guess in a way, yes, genetically they are, but just because they grow up with difference than what you expect them to be, it's okay. And somehow people don't see that as okay. So it's quite an interesting, and to be honest, the more I look into the subject of this Sephora debate, I just keep seeing different issues with it. So yeah. So it's not just about the spoiled girls. It's about and the fact that people discuss that the parents will enable it. But it's also the fact that people are allowing this hyper femininity, and nothing wrong for the record with hyper femininity. It's more like they would be doing a much bigger fuss if it was something else other than Sephora. And this is led by their moms. It's not led like by their dads or something. And in my opinion, toxic femininity, or sort of this desire to keep girls girly, is very often done by the moms. So yeah. And again, from my experience. But obviously that's not the only reason. Like, there can be dads, uncles, brothers, sisters, anyone. So yeah, it's a very weird situation where we're in this world of gender reveals, we're in this world of absolutely bizarre things where everyone hates everyone, and we're forced to just be in this binary. And nothing wrong if you, like, I'm a binary trans guy. Just the only thing that stands out is the fact that I do makeup. And I don't understand why people hate non-binary people, why trans people, but here we are. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I did take a break. It was very difficult for me to stand in front of the camera again. I've been struggling personally with no contact with my mother, and it's not that I regret it, it's more like I need to accept that transphobia is not okay, and I should think of myself. And specifically, a lot of hurt that she's done. That I think we should all prioritize ourselves without harming others. And if someone is hurting you, you need to address it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. As always, I have been so grateful for everyone's support. And yeah, if you like this video, please feel free to share. It is an interesting discussion, and if you want to discuss it with me, feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to drop a comment, Reddit, Blue Sky, whatever. And share it among your friends so you can discuss it. Yeah. And if you like these type of videos, please subscribe so I can get monetization and get a few bucks from YouTube. Thank you very much. I'll be back next week.